is actually supposed to come to the facility and have the HIV testing so that they know. Because at the facility, we actually target at testing everyone as early as possible. So mostly in MCH we focus on antenatal booking, the first antenatal booking. Ero tulalanda ati bonse nga bayimita muntu nga talayishi bawuli wonse wakonse, the mother is supposed to go and book, register the pregnancy as early as even 12 weeks filya, so that twayishiba twapima after okupima twabafunda fyonse file chitika, so that we prevent HIV. For those who are negative, we talk about them remaining negative through PrEP. Then from there, those who are positive, we talk about initiating on ART so that they prevent HIV transmission from the mother and to the child. So those are the important services that we do in the facility. So we talk about this to all, either negative or positive, we educate them.
Thank you so much.
Kulunda Alanda, in addition to our health promotion officers, Mumushi, kulaba ama DMPs, growth monitoring and whatever. Then ngabaya abantu kula kwina balasambirisha nokusambirisha basambirisha toke chikankalo kuchitefine fyo knowing HIV status nokula papira kuchipatala. Number issue akula papira kuchipatala, we also discourage bale twale itakara tima traditional birth attendance. Okay, wambuya limbi bali pamushi bali shuo kupapisha kuti bampapisha anytime. That is what we are also discouraging. Or deliveries wafiro kola papira ku kuma clinics or kuma hospitals kwa trained health providers.
All right, so the phone lines are officially open. You can simply call us on 0965 913 telling us what your contribution is, or rather what your question is, so that you are able to get the right answers, because we have people that are experienced in whatever questions that you are about to ask concerning the topic for this morning. So 0965 913 is the number that will get you through right here on Rooster 91.3 and Radio Chimwemwe 91.7. So you can either call us or send your question via text messages. All right, so even as we get to wait for the callers, maybe we also get to talk about the benefits. What are some of the benefits of the EMTCT?
Some of the benefits are that muntunga ku continent wangu olo ale kuma GMPs kuishiba HIV status yako ngawa ishiba status yako then wala ishiba nefya kuchingira wino olo kutampa umuti wa ARV so that wabako strong and healthy no kuchingira abana barefyara. There's also the need of reducing the risk of transmission to the infant if it was around, and also it helps HIV negative women take risk reduction steps. Ofile bakitako reduce ama risk akwebati umuntu kutambula kashishika HIV. So in that case, we find those benefits now coming in. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So remember, this morning we are talking about the elimination of mother-to-child transmission of HIV and also HIV testing and counseling. So maybe we'll also focus on the HIV and testing, HIV testing and counseling as well. So even before we get into that, let's take a look at this particular call. Hello, good morning. Oh, okay, we lost that particular call. So remember, the number is 0965 913 come through with your questions and your contributions right here on the Insaka Yabumi call-in show on Rooster 91.3 and Radio Chimwemwe 91.7. All right, so what is HIV testing and counseling?
Okay, the HIV testing and counseling. So as it is mentioned, HIV testing, it's the testing, the procedure of actually testing a client using the blood samples, so that we can find out if at all that person is HIV positive or negative. And then whatever the situation, whether it's negative or positive, we now conduct counseling So the counseling that we are going to do, it's depending on the result that has come up. So when somebody is HIV positive, we'll be able to talk about what it means to be positive and what is going to be done thereafter. And then the positive result does not change. So we also focus on HIV negative, and focusing on HIV negative is very, very important because a client has to remain negative through a number of steps. So counseling is the full range of services providing with HIV testing, including counseling. Then kwaliba linkage to prevention. So kulaba okulondolola nga twakita testing and counseling twalondolola that balabali HIV positive twabatwala nomba ku ART. Ku ART kuya mukubapeera umuti. Then balabali negative twatamba okubata linki kulakwene ku ART futi bayabapeerako umuti unga bachingirira so that beyambula HIV from uli omuntu kwete uli HIV positive. So kwali benshira esho tukitakulya kune. Then from there nokulanda tobasta cancel yakutira ati filanga bali chiripari tulenda ati risk behavior nangu kuti basanga ati bachiri bala kwata nangu aba boyfriend nangu ba girlfriend abali HIV positive nangu tabeshibe bafwire okuyikingirira. So bakuti basta visit health facility inga balondolera enshira yo nga banga isunga munshira yakutira ati tabambwira akashishika HIV. So ishi yama services yonse niba health worker bafwire okubafurisha n'abasaka psychosocial counselors pama facility yezo. So twali bakwata abengi ba health worker abali trained muri testing and counseling elo na ba psychosocial counselors bengi muma clinics yo bangasanga wafuirisho bwakutira titabambwira akashishika HIV. Then barabambwire kale kwali benshira yo banga bafuirisha no kubeba kutati kuti bamba ama ARVs ero bayikala pa ARVs aba balondo na fionso fichitika pa health facility. Thank you.
Kulonda kopono no pafe wala.
Before you come in, sir, let's just pick up this book call. Hello, good morning. Twawomba fe bwino mkwaisha nikomletu mina.
Awe tulifye bwino niba kasaka baletu mina muno mune mundora.
Mkwai.
Okupane omulifye bwino.
Mkwai wakasaka tulifye bwino.
Mkwai. Ine ndafo kufikisha bwino pali mwachiranda. For example nga mwasanga ati banyina bamwana uli bali nefumo. Zedi bena bali ba HIV positive. Uli omwana akiri mu efumo. So uli omwana tekatwa HIV mulamwe mu malali tekatwe olo first pale pakufyalwa olo pakukwamboko shoro akesa mukwikatwa. Then in the question ini, for example inenga nali kwataba kashibandi bali lwala HIV inesha lwala. Then kulione mutu muleta ti prep elonga inende ibomvya kuti twaigara fyama yeza yengine ndeti nyikatwe na HIV olo kirishani kozi fire tupita ko fimo mulero ndolola. So mulondolo ngaire sometimes mwana sanga uli muntu na ko HIV turakota mu mwenso wako wata kuti na ikala shane no muntu ulwele wamona te ichabapo fenomba kumutamfya fye so that yaya. So mutu londolole bwino kozi kutokota mwana sanga tukwichingira then chimbi uyo no mutu wa prep ushe kuti waubomvya ilo before taura kwate HIV kuti unwafye olowezi olochi chabashani batulondoleleko mkwai hapa. Thank you.
Tatotera mkwai. All right, maybe let's also invite the two more questions and then I can give you a chance to answer. Hello, you can actually come through by simply calling 0965 913 913. Good morning.
Hello. Yes, good morning.
Yes, sir, your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is Getson Storo Jr. from Makubi area.
Yes, sir. What's your contribution or rather your question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, I hear some people, they boast to say, no, us who have the blood group O, we can't get HIV. Is that true?
Okay, thank you so much.
That's what I wanted to know.
All right. 0965 913 913 0965 913 913 is the number that gets you through to Insakayabumi radio show on Rooster 91.3 and Radio Chimwemwe 91.7. So you can come through with your questions, and of course they will be able to make sure that they get to respond in a way that you get to understand clearly. All right, so over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mildred. We are talking about HTCT, HIV testing, counseling, and treatment. Na chafu kulunda pukwewati. This month, August 15, tukala commemorate that very day of HTCT day. So that day tukala pima HIV no kulasambirisha abantu ifya kushitala. That is raising awareness on HIV issues and also how they can protect themselves. Coming back now to Mr. Kasaka, namayo umwana uri mwifumo kutiambula akashishi in 3 ways ngefe bachilanda ba mwana kasare. Bachilanda ati a child can get infected idintu ari mwifumo pakupapa olo during breastfeeding olo ilo bale onsha. Efe to achilande kutiambula shane kashishi ngari mwifumo. Namayo nga ari HIV positive ero tale no muti number yama viruses mumulopa yaraba kwa engi, it can cross over kumwana no kuba infected. Then pakupapa ngatale papile wino nangu fea mumushi ale papila mumushi olo tale papila ku kliniki kuri awaishi befya kupapisha nishi umwana kuti ambula futi akashishi. Then pakonka ngaleo nkalimbi kuivere kuri fironda elo namayo viruses mumubiri yengi umwana uleo nka kutiambula akashishika HIV. Now coming to PrEP. PrEP awabili awali ndani umwari HIV positive then umbiari HIV negative kutiba ikala febwino bueno uyu uli HIV positive kuti ale no muti wa ARVs until aba ma viruses no mumubiri. Then uli HIV negative kuti ale no PrEP ero until ila risk yakwe bati HIV infection yawamukira yawako. Now when to stop is nga sexual partner or a spouse is virally suppressed ngatamuri ama viruses mumubiri ari active mumulopa alenda mumulopa, then takwete na bambi kumbali bakwe bati ale akulu okay fila tolanda ati double tobera fila fine nishi alife faithful kuri one sexual partner uyu spouse uri HIV negative can stop PrEP, and as long as he is also willing to continue PrEP umuntu kuti ale no kari ni shirimbi ale ba suspicious of a fellow partner. That's what I can say. Mana kasari kuti balunda pomukwaye.
Okay, on the same, yes, they can live longer as wife and husband or sexual partners, as long as the other one is also on PrEP, and then he is actually taking the PrEP definitely conquer throughout. So when the other partner who is negative is actually sure that is no longer at risk, that's when they can stop the PrEP. But when they are on PrEP and whatever, and the suppression of the viral load is actually there, you find that people live long. Up to now, there's proof to say that people can live together as a discordant couple. We are positive or you are negative. So coming on those with the blood group O, to say that they can't actually get infection, new infection of HIV. That one, according to research, I think they are also prone to getting the new infections of HIV if at all they meet with somebody who is HIV positive. So far, that's what I know. Yes, unless otherwise there are certain researchers that can actually say that they're actually immune to getting HIV infection. Otherwise, everyone, all the blood groups, they can actually get infected.
Thank you so much. All right, so namwe tumwatu mapadi number 0965913913 ukuipushame psho mkwete concerning na topic ya lelo padi nsaka yabu radio show parejo chimwemwe 91.7 na Rooster FM 91.3. All right, so 0965913913 is the number that gets you through to this particular program. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, sir, good morning.
Mwabombe ni kama yomkwai.
Mkwai, ishina neko mletu mina?
Nevo ndi pano pakaloko ni ba wisdom mfonde ko kiso ngambele. Nde kuchena batata bonsi na bamayawo muri na boko.
Tera ba wisdom.
Nde mna kwati kuba lundurira chensa muja kuti bale chitevi pantu china Jehova lesa. Tenga tanga muri obo urwele wa ntanda bwanga. Eko twali bitati ntanda bwanga. Ichiro sense panto abantu shino chikuna abafipurula. So nabo bere proprio ine mfemo abakomaira kwati bera ibo mpanto ngwale ibo mfyo bale china Jehova lete chiwa kwate ukukwate sefumalwele. Ni ntananda yesinga kwate obo urwele.
Okay, so be mindful of what you say whenever that you come here. There's always a right way to come through, and of course, they out your sentiment and not like pulling down other people. So we had to cut that particular call. 0965913913 0965913913 is the number that gets you through to Rooster 91.3 and Radio Chimumwe 91.7. All right, maybe we'll also get through the other questions that we have right here. And what are the 5 basic principles when it comes to HIV counseling and testing?
The 5 basic principles, we call them the 5 C's. The first C stands for consent. Consent, it's based on human rights. Of umuntu tatufiro kumpatikishe kupimisha HIV awe. So afuira salo mwina ati okay ndefo kupimisha olonshirefo kupimisha. But wale awali potential candidate akwe batoke bali high risk of infection twalira kono kubepushanga bakana twabepusha futi filafine until bapanga ko informed decision. Then the second C ni confidentiality. Tulafuayo kubeshishati if you to discuss pano fiara shara fi pano peni tawa fimfwe kubantu bambia wali bonse. So that is confidentiality. Then counseling kusambisha fi bueno no ku bebe fiakula ikala. Then it comes also after counseling, it comes to correct test results. To making sure that our results so to repair our HIV are correct results. Kuchira to repair our results are shiri wino. Then ngatwasanga the positive to allow sanomba kuri the fifth C number 5, which is connection or linkage to care. You can connect to treatment of HIV ngabali HIV positive. We can also connect to HIV prevention ngabali HIV negative. Mkwai.
All right. Good morning. Hello. Mkwai mulishan mkwai. Tunaanza na banani? Mkwai timwana nchako fe pano ntatwe myumva.
Mkwai na chako kuipusha na tine HIV status yaje ya sevuna na alibabu kurudi konsula hapa na saa kwanza kwa taking a blood status na sama taking asa sangati ilisiyo bungoneka kwa kwa therapy. Kwamba na chako kuipusha hapa na hapa kwa continue kulana na kuleka.
Okay, twatotera mkwai. All right, you as well can come through with your questions. 0965913913 is the number that gets you through to Rooster 91.3 and Radio Chimumwe 91.7 on the Insaka Yabu Miko in show. 0965913913 is the number that you are using to get through to us. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mwashukeni.
I'm quite Mwashubuka Shani.
I'm calling over charity coach for.
I'm quite about charity.
That's a quick shot right under a doctor. Sombanga umuntu ngale not prep. Ni prep?
I'm quite.
Prep. That's the post-exposure or something. Or for prevention. Is it PrEP or PrEP?
It's PrEP.
So
PrEP.
I do for school like after some time. So for that one should continue. For how long can one take the PrEP?
I think she's mistaken with the other. Okay, 0965913913, 0965913913 is the number that is getting you through to Rooster 91.3 and Radio Chimumu 91.7. Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that one. I think not Kotakona message. I saw a message somewhere. It says, hi, good morning. My name is Mercy of Mitengo. Is it good for a person who doesn't have a child to go for family planning? Okay, thank you so much, Mercy, for that message. Hello, good morning. Oh, we lost that call. Maybe you can tackle the questions that have come through.
Okay. Koriko ewa chipshati in charity. Is I chibako clear. I can try to explain. PrEP, nibali awali HIV negative before HIV infection 7 days before. Ero waranda toke. I will be at risk of HIV infection in this period of time. Therefore, kwambo mtuwa PrEP. Then, bapime HIV is negative, balatampokola no mtuwa. So, uyu muntu kutia no mtuwa PrEP as long as at high risk of acquiring HIV infection. So, ariama risks ngaya bako reduce o ngaya takuri. One can even stop taking PrEP. Then for the other point, ngani PEP bachelala and the PEP is just taken for 28 days. That is after exposure, post-exposure prophylaxis or prevention. You just take for 28 days, and it has to be taken within 72 hours after exposure to infection.
Thank you so much.
Yes, bamesi bachila ipusha pali family planning whether umuntu shira upwa kuti aya ku family planning kuma facilities emkwai nangu muntu tala upwa kuti aya ku family planning because na ishibati ale ichingirira kukwata efumo. So family planning ichingirira fyo kukwata efumo but not HIV. So kulaba yo Twitter ati it's double protection. So the double protection is ila tubomfya condom na ila chingirira efumo, but also ile chingirira efumo nama STIs ma infections. Then from there kulaba no kunwa piu ine iyo ine yakutati yaba yachingirira efumo either bampera yapa kuboko ili ya kutati tamule ya mkusenda every day, but sometimes ikuli ya 2 months or 3 months ero na ile ya 5 years ni family planning ili ya ine. But to encourage uku actually get the double protection, both condom and in family planning. Thank you.
Twatotela mkwai. Okay, nombanga chaisa kuri ine HIV testing and counseling. Bugankara nshuwa wamo kuchita involve washtata.
Washtata ifyoto aishiwa emari does kunganda. Waweta ati wakateka. So kunganda ama decisions haengi ni washtata wapanga. So negotiations maybe during idinto bari pangenganda ofiri batsa negotiate. Tuwara chitashani, tuwara bombashani. Olonga turea kuchipatara. Ufire waya kona ba stata so that abadiri abalere mbeshe efumo bari bonse na ba stata so that if ya kupima fe bali pima bara pima bwino fyonse ero babeba nama results nomba ero tulenda fat kwakulaba okunfuana sana paka mukati kanganda takwakulaba okulapu sana mumirandire nama decisions wao bale taking apanganda
do you have anything to add on when it comes to that particular question?
Okay, as Mr. Kiembe has mentioned, in every home there's a leader, and the one who actually guides the entire family. So chikankala sana kuchita involve abaume. So the men mumayanda, you'd find that kulaba situation yakutati mwana kashirimba HIV positive, elo nomba taebere abalume ati ali HIV positive, elo alipa bukulu naba mupima ku kliniki aba positive. So ala sunga shani uli omwana, so nga tebere abalume kulaba problem ile yakutati apapa after okupapa nangufe freheta ala papa bamtompero omuti ku facility ku kliniki yakutati ale inwa every day, so that kali akashishi kali akaba kwati kalala kufirya umwana tambwire mumala. So nga tabebere elo nombo omuti atina kwa kusungira. So limoli abalume bali panganda nangushani firya limbe kule asungira omuti ekuikere abalume. So chala abashani pakutata sende uli omuti nchita ya Afrika ya kuno ala tina. So nishire day are missing. The following day futi are missing. Nishakashishikana mboku nina elo limoli mokala kunkuma ngaka kunkuma nishi kwaba problem nishi ngaya kufa kuna ku kliniki bala ya mukumbika pali line ya number 2 tutati nayo ni ya number 2. So it's nomba nga ali beba baume bala muistana encourage umuti bushena munwa lero bala na totera pakunjibu kushabala no muti. So nishi life will be easy mulya munganda mulya no mwana tabamwambushe na lero ni bapa bala basana encourage baba twana ku kliniki kuya mukupapira ku clinic na pakonsha ponse no mwana kulaba emiti yo tubapera yo tutati septrini ero na ARVs yakuchingira ati no mwana naye na ambula tumupere naye na ainwine omwine na banyina nchibalenwa. So luli afura kutati limbi na mayo na afumapo ere na ngoni ku market ero baya kokola kulya kwine. So you find that uli omwana ngashere na bawishi bamuwishi bala mpere omuti ile ine chitanga ya Afrika nomba ngatabaibere uli omwana ala missing ni shala leta problemu pa family pale. So it's very very important the men to actually get involved no kuya ku kliniki na mayonga na kwa tefumo bamutwala bayapimina pamo bayishira mariza utsi ya bubonse babiri ero nga bali negative umukuti bampera prep. So effort to stay encourage bonse mu families abaume bafire kuibimbamo mumilimo y'abana mayo pa nankani pa clinic.
All right, twatotera mukwa pa kulondolero kusuma. So nga chaisa kuli in HIV testing and counseling, what are the benefits?
So ama benefits yengi HIV testing and counseling and treatment. So the first one is ni information kusambilisha abantu. Ofire baishi batoke HIV nishi, AIDS nishi tufuiro kula echingira nokula nomuti kukonka nefyo baletwe kuchipatala. That is just part of information. Then kwalaisa nomba pre-test counseling. Mu pre-test counseling the ichintu chimbietu tutasana ni elicitation yama sexual partners nama children that are below 19 years. So nga balumbula wabe na abantu nishit means yala tupela ko chance yakwe bati nga twasanga tubali HIV positive twakonga kona wabe na wabe ne kukuishi bati twabapima na be na HIV no kuishi baste status yao nga bali positive watampa na be no muti ero balumbula kona be na wambe ama sexual partners ngeko baba, so that we know how to break the chain of HIV transmission. Then when we test nga twasanga HIV positive, we start number 3 treatment. So that nga twatampa treatment baba adherence bale na fyo bwino muti utushishi mumulopa twala naka. so that twiraenda sana mumulopa. Then it comes to the point or that you is equal to you, meaning undetectable is equal to untransmittable. So that the chances of transmitting new HIV infection kubantu abashikwe HIV will be also reduced. Then negative results we connect to prevention. Prevention now, it means it's a combination preventive measures. PrEP, condoms, voluntary medical male circumcision, na all those which have you combine so that they remain HIV negative. If you ever tweet that status neutral, that status neutral to reflect our HIV positive baba pamuti with no chances of transmitting new HIV infection quit HIV. Then these that are HIV negative, they have to permanently remain HIV negative.
Yes, madam.
Yes, yes, kulunda pofi panono, as he has said, that is true. So you'll find that one of the benefits of this also, it's about planning for the future. So once somebody values life yabo and health yabo, they will actually adhere to the drugs. Bakula no mutu wabo throughout pantu naba plana naba ishibati naba kwata family. Nangu naba itemu abene. So banwa ko muti so that bakwata ma plans because they will live a health life just like those who are negative and run around to contribute to the well-being of the family, the community, and also the nation. So that's how they think the was one of the benefits of HIV testing and counseling. And those who are tested, they found that they are HIV negative. As he has mentioned, they will actually learn to know the risk reductions that are involved, and they will take care of themselves and also take care of other people. And they will have all the information that is needed so that they can remain negative in their lives.
Okay. Thank you so much. So even before we wrap up the program, we have a few messages that have come through. This one says, good morning. Bushie umuntu wa HIV. Ngakwata umwana. Afuire aikara imyaka inga pakuti akwate na kambi. Kabiri na chumfuati afuire aipusha kuchipatala ngalefwaya ukuimita pakuti bamuchingirira. Okay, thank you so much. And this one here says, how many years do you live if you have HIV? Mwansa from Mundola. Thank you, Mwansa, for coming through. And this one says, and I'm HIV positive. My husband is not, but he doesn't want to start a PrEP. He is on radio. Encourage him about PrEP. Okay, thank you so much for coming through with that particular message. All right, so let's see if we have more messages that have come through right here. I think that's the last message. We'll tackle those questions and then we wrap up the program.
Okay. The first one, it was about a pregnant woman. Yes, who is HIV positive. So the thing is, once you are HIV positive and you've delivered and you're in ART, the child will also be given prophylaxis. We call it prophylaxis. That is prevention. Those ARVs we give children ya kuchita prevent ya kulesha ati umwana ikwata akashishi. So yalaba double nyina alenwa ART azi filefine bamwebere ku facility, and then from there umwana naye natwamupera fakuta titumuchingirire. So ala ikala filafine umwana tulempima throughout nga tolanta tumwana mulete ku hospital tuse tumpima akashishi tule staff monitor to see whether the child is still okay or not at birth. 6 weeks, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 1 year, 6, and also yakulekeresha ni 24 months twaisa mupima finally nangu naleka okuwonka still mutule mfwayo omwana tushinikisha ati tambwire. Then the next time umwana nyina angaya ku clinic kuyamuku kuimita ngalefo kuimita kuti aisa imita maybe after 2 years tuisa recommend ni 2 years uliana ku 3 years umwana pakuti akule. Ekyo tuchingirira bumi bwa nyina is supposed to be healthy because there's loss of blood during delivery. So we want to prevent anemia and other complications. So at least 2 to 3 years ila bako bwino kwisa kwata na limbi fumo ero nomba tulechingirira n'omwana ulya na bena ba nyina. Thank you.
Mkwaye, if you watch Randa, 2 to 3 years is normal. You need your okay. Chimochini na awe na wabashakwata HIV. 2 to 3 years, that is the normal one. Then one other thing is provided by the virally suppressed viruses mu. Then Korea chipshati, how many years to live with HIV? You can live as long as possible, as long as you are following guidances over the facility. You can live as long as possible. Then disconduct couple husband abashirifo kuno muti wa prep bafiro ku start just by nearest hospital clinic by push more information about prep baraba sambirisha bwino so that bapanga ko decision yabo, because that is at risk. Because ngatabale no muti, how is he going to support the wife who is HIV positive? Because that is one way we can support them and also remain HIV negative and strong enough to look and provide for the family.
Okay, okulondapo abo batata bashirifo okuno omuti. Then from there are also condoms, consistently using the condom. Kuti bayana ku kliniki baya basambirisha on how to use the condom consistently takuli ukulaba, and even how to use it while they are still getting information ya kutati babe bali prep. So they will prevent HIV once they use condoms throughout when they are having sex. So it's important to get messages from health workers from the facility so that they know how to prevent themselves. So batanda lirefe kliniki ili onse mupepi bara basambirisha efya kuchita atotela
twatotera mkwai twaisa mukusondolera kwa program yesingana mkwata kwa masho kulekeresha.
Thank you so much. I would just want to encourage especially the fathers bashitata okushindika bakashibabo ku clinic especially ngana bakwata ifumo bayapimisha pamo ero babombera pamo ero babasambirisha pamo so that they have the same information as their one household. Thank you.
I just want to encourage all the listeners kutwalira kula kutiko kumulaba Saurusta FM so that wakwato kunonkera mo polo HIV na AIDS mkwai.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, we appreciate our listener out there for just coming through and, of course, contributing to this particular show. We are back next week. That is on Wednesday at 10 hours. So make sure that you make a date for another exciting edition. So today we were discussing elimination of mother-to-child transmission of HIV and as well as HIV testing and counseling. And I was joined by Mrs. Mwana Kasale, who is a senior nursing officer at Ndola District Health Office, and also Mr. Kiembe, who is the HIV program coordinator for Ndola District Health Office. So from me, Mildred Kona, it is a goodbye and have a good day. Until next time.
Thank you.
Ubumi usuma makapa njobatila mano mambulwa kusambilisha nyaku usuma nemikalile ya bumbila wama ulupalo nsansa ino nisaka ya bumi ila sambilisha fingi pamikalile yenu elio na babumi usuma.
best hand when it comes to sports, news, music, education. Only on Rooster FM 91.3.
This is Rooster FM.
Tractor systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits. All-time favorites.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. When I see